In the heart of Kenya, where dreams often fade under the weight of poverty, one foundation dared to believe that dignity and education could rewrite destiny. This is the story of Chalan Foundation, a movement lighting hope, restoring dignity, and transforming generations.
I had the experience of a child growing up in poverty. We had very little to eat, and we had very little resources to support our well-being. And we just had a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges as a family. And even as a child, I kept wondering, how could I get out of this? Was there really a way to get out of this, or this was going to be our lives? Then one day, there's this lady that my mother used to work for, and she told me that if I really wanted to change my life, if I wanted a different life from what we had then I needed to work hard in school. I took her seriously because I believed her. You know, they were living in a good home. She was taking her children to school without any problems. They were buying books, whatever books the children wanted, they used to be bought for. And like me, it was very hard for me to get any school books for studying. So I worked hard as she had told me, but somehow along the way, I faced the risk of dropping out because there was no school fees. I joined St. Joseph's Girls High School in Form 1, and I got a sponsor to sponsor me that year. But from the second year, I didn't have school fees, and I was about to drop out of school. But the school decided to allow me to just continue studying without paying school fees. And I continued until I completed my Form 4. Then I went back to the same school for Form 5 and Form 6, and I passed and joined Kenyatta University to do Bachelor of Education. So when I graduated, I was employed and I started working. So during this time, I just kept reflecting on my life, you know, looking back. And for me, it was just like a dream. I couldn't believe I had completed my education despite all those challenges. And I was just, taken aback that it is possible to complete your studies, to achieve your dreams if you're determined. And as I made that reflection, I remembered the people who supported me, my neighbors who would give me 2 shillings, 5 shillings. You know, that time, traveling from Nakuru to Kapsabet was 50 shillings. So my neighbors would come together and contribute that money for me. I would reflect on the students, my classmates who would support me with books. Some would give me scout uniform. They would give me soap, toothpaste, over all those years. And many other people that came in to support me one way or another. And I started having this urge that I could also do the same. I could extend that support to another child who could be in the same position as I was.
From that conviction, Chalan Foundation was born to give children a fair chance to dream, to learn, and to thrive.
Chalan Foundation has impacted the life of learners for the last 13 years. In those 13 years, we have given 350 scholarships to students who have gone on to complete their secondary school education. We have also taken over 200,000 students through our life skills program.
Today, Chalan Foundation stands as a symbol of possibility, proving that when you invest in a child's dignity, you invest in a nation's future. Chalan Scholarship Program goes beyond school fees. It restores beliefs. One young girl almost dropped out when her mother passed away. Through Chalan's support, she not only stayed in school, but rose to the top of her class and became a mentor to others.
To me, Chalan Foundation means hope to me. They found me back in 2015 in Form 1, and that time I was going through a lot of challenges. Being born in a humble background and raised by my grandmother, she was not able to raise school fees for me, and my mother passed on when I was very young, 3 years old, and I grew up with my grandma.
You could see that she had the desire to go to school. We took her through the interview that we normally do, and we enrolled her into our program. Mercy went on to work very hard. She completed her high school, and then she joined college. Today, Mercy is engaged in gainful employment, and her life has transformed totally.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Chalan Foundation for working this journey with me. And now that I'm employed, I would love to see other boys and girls outside there being supported the way they also supported me. And once again, I want to say thank you to Chalan Foundation.
Walinisaidia kwa school fees ambao nilikuwa naye balance, walitilia yote. Nikaendelea hivyo hadi nikafika kidato cha 4 nikamaliza. Sasa bado naongoja pia watanisaidia niingie shule pia college. Chalan pia imekuwa ikisaidia community yetu, our society here. Sasa nimeona wanatusaidia sana. Pia walikuwa wanasaidia madada yetu.
I'm Fancy Chepkemoi, former Chalan beneficiary. I was in Ainamwetun Secondary School, whereby I started at Form 1. Getting Form 2, I dropped out of school because of the pregnancy. So life was really challenging. I had to go back home to look after the kid. Chalan Foundation came in and they helped paying the school fees. I came back to school. I was really determined to work hard because I had that dream that in future I want to change my life. I attained a mean grade of C+. I joined Masai Mara University. I pursued the Bachelor of Education that is under Science. 2022, I managed to graduate with a degree that is the 2nd class upper division.
Here, every child learns that their voice matters, their dreams matter, their life matters.
Girls and boys, we can make our life better. The decision lies within us. Irrespective of the grades you get, it is the inner drive, it's your desire and your vision and your focus that will take you where you want to go.
Chalan Foundation came in when my dad was not able to pay for me my school fee because I had some other 5 siblings at school. Some were in the college and universities and the other were in high school. I wanted to go back to primary because there was no school fee anymore. But the time Chalan Foundation came in, they were able to pay for me my school fee from Form 1 up to Form 4.
Ningependa kuwashukuru sana maana mmewafaidi wengi. Tunawategemea, tunawapenda na mmekaribishwa tena na tena na tena.
Chalan knows that when you uplift a mother, you secure a child's future. Through financial literacy and small enterprise training, caregivers rebuild their livelihoods and restore their pride.
Most of these children are being brought up by widows. So we formed groups of these widows and started working with them towards attaining economic empowerment. They started growing their own food, growing that they can eat at home, and also they can take to the markets so that they can get some, some money They started engaging in making, traditional artifacts, for example, the gourds, the beads, and they can supply them to the so many ceremonies that takes place in their communities.
Sisi aswa ni wale wamama ambao hawana wazee, widows. Chalan Foundation ilipofika, tukaonelea ni kwamba tukuje kwa pamoja, tukaweza kusajili kurubi yetu, tukapata certificate, na vile walitushika mkono wakatupatia VETA, tukaweza kununua hizi masotonic. Hii tukitengeneza hii sotonic sasa ndio tunauza. Pia Chalan imetusaidia kuweza kututafutia customers ambao wananunua.
Chalan Foundation champions a transformative approach to STEM education aligned with the Kenya's competency-based education and senior school pathways, empowering learners with skills, creativity, and purpose for the future.
The aim of our STEM program is to create interest and enthusiasm in our learners for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
For older students, Chalan Next Gen 360 program bridges the gap between education and opportunity. Youth are trained in digital literacy, entrepreneurship, and career readiness.
The STEAM program supplements our life skills program. For example, robotics enable learners to develop skills in critical and creative thinking, innovations, decision making, and problem solving.
In Turkana, beads have always told a girl's story. When we untie the beads, it is not to erase her culture, but to open a new chapter, one where education becomes part of that story.
Kuwasaidia vijana wakiwa secondary. Na nasema Mungu akuinue na kubariki.
Chalan has transformed my life by taking me through secondary education back in 2015. I am currently working as a bursar in Mambo Girls. I pursued a diploma in accounting and finance in Cooperative University of Kenya.
We have these students called Wafula that we also enrolled into our program, and he completed his studies, went to university, and is currently a teacher. We also have two brothers that we enrolled in our life skills program. One of them is called Crantony and the other one Collins. These two boys were being brought up by a single mother who was struggling to meet their needs but could not afford to pay their school fees. So we took on the two brothers, and today Crantony is a graduate of mechanical engineering from Kirinyaga University, and Collins has just graduated with a degree in nursing.
For me, Chalan Foundation means mother for the motherless, because once I was in need, they came and they helped me. I was in total poverty. My mother could not pay my fees, but they were capable. They supported me. I finished my high school, and later on I proceed for my campus to pursue mechanical engineering.
Thanks to Chala, wametuletea furaha na baraka. Yo, thanks to Chala, kila mtu imba, thanks to Chala.
When you stand with Chalan Foundation, you're not just changing one life, you're changing generations.
I had a challenge of school fees in my high school process, and during the year 2015 when I was in a Form 2, the challenge persist. I used to stay home. Chalan came in when I had lost my hope, because I decided to stay at home, not to continue again about studying, because I had lacked the school fees. So Chalan came in and helped me pay my old school fees from the year 2015, 2016, and 2017.
He was a very vibrant student. He was the school captain, he was the sports captain, and he participated in all the activities in the school. With our scholarship program, he was able to complete his high school studies. However, Dennis did not qualify to go to university, but being a determined man, he started with artisan course, then went to craft, and then he did diploma in electrical engineering. Dennis is currently a student at Kenya Technical Teachers Training College, preparing himself to become a trainer in a TVET institution.
Iguruna Teresa Minja, kugo na nyugipta, amwa igungoi, amu kiutarita, unamwa gipta ngetege fumana goi pumfu.
We have developed a strategic plan that is covering the next 5 years, that is 2025 to 2030. And this strategic plan is aimed at improving our impact and sustainability. The strategic plan was developed in line with the national and regional and international frameworks. For example, Kenya Vision 2030, the United Nations SDGs. Through the strategic plan, we shall position Chalan Foundation as a continental model of a child-centered public benefit organization. Every child deserves a chance to learn, grow, and thrive. Your generous contributions will go a long way in supporting our children in paying school fees, in providing their school supplies, and in supporting our life skills program. Together, let us unlock their potential and build a brighter future.
Join us, partner with us. Together, let's keep lighting hope across Kenya and beyond.